Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today my background, I know it has changed a little bit, but I needed to change it because where I usually record my videos at is upstairs, and it's extremely hot right now in California, and so upstairs it gets super hot in the air conditioner and cannot put up with it. So I'm filming from one of my guest rooms today, and that's probably the way it's going to be the entire summer, honestly, because it's just way too hot. So I want to start with you guys with the fragrances that I use a lot for a date when I go on a date with my husband. These fragrances are not in any special order. I just want to display them for you guys and tell you what I think about them. And so the first one is going to be by Jean Paul Gaultier, Labelle, and of course we all know our delicious pear with vanilla. It's always very strong. It's always very reliable. It's very sexy, very date-like kind of a thing. I don't think it's necessarily too youthful. I've heard people think that they think it's probably too youthful because it's too sweet, but it is not bubble gummy or anything. It's just, you know, your pear is already sweet and then it has a ton of vanilla, which is where it gets its color. And so I absolutely recommend it. I wear this one. My husband seems to really love sweet fragrances, and so that's one to go with. And the second one that I know he loves because he's made comments about it is Hibiscus Mahajad, and this is an extrait de parfum by Maison CRIVELI. This fragrance, to be honest, I hadn't heard anything about it when I bought it. All I know is that when the guy in the counter came and showed me about this fragrance, I realized that, wow, I mean, it's crazy how much it smells like Delina and Delina exclusive and all of that. And it turns out that it's done by the same nose. So this fragrance really lasts long. It is a 2-day wear on the skin. Even if I wash it off, it doesn't really wash all the way off. And so I absolutely recommend it. And it's a little on the less expensive side than Delina and all of her sisters. And talk about the devil. Delina exclusive by the House of Parfums de Marley. And this fragrance I love because, of course, we all know Delina. And this is the more sophisticated sister of Delina. So this is the one that I always pick when I am about to go on a date with them. It is so comfortable, and it doesn't last 2 days, but it lasts you a good 12 hours. So you're good when you're going to go with this one. And another one by the House of Parfums de Marley is going to be Darcy. Darcy is sweet, yet it has your fair amount of patchouli in it. So if you're not a lover of patchouli, if you really don't like patchouli at all, you should not get anywhere near this one. But this one honestly is done so very well that I love wearing it on a date. My husband likes it because it's sweet and it's really beautiful. It wears perfectly on my skin, and I absolutely recommend it. The bottle is gorgeous, and I remember thinking it was a little bit tacky, but now I love it and I wouldn't change it for the world. And so we're going with our next one, which is going to be Nuit Tresor. If you've seen my other videos, you know what my relationship with this fragrance is. It didn't start very good, let's say, but it got really strong, and now we are inseparable. This fragrance is a truly gorgeous fragrance. It's very strong, so do not wear it if it's too hot because it gets cloying in the heat. It really gets extra potent in the heat. But this one works perfectly on a date. It's a night fragrance, in my opinion. Delicious. So next, we're gonna go with Maison Francis Kurkdjian Jet to Fluidity Gold. I'm sure you guys have heard about this fragrance a million times, but it is, you know, it is your typical Maison Francis Kurkdjian signature in the back with extra vanilla. It is absolutely delicious. You cannot go wrong with this fragrance. It doesn't get too loud or too cloying or anything. This one's sweeter than what it would appear, to be honest. It's beautiful. I got the purple version. I know the new version has the juice is yellow or golden, and so but my next bottle is going to be the golden juice. But This is Gentle Fluidity Gold by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. And also by Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and I'm sure you've heard a gazillion times about this fragrance, and it's Baccarat Rouge 540. This is the perfume, the Eau de Parfum. I used to have the one, the Extrait de Parfum, but unfortunately I ran out of it. And I don't have it anymore, but I will be getting it back. That fragrance is super strong and I want to get it back. So this one is perfect. It's not super sweet. It's just perfect. It's your typical Maison Francis Kurkdjian. And the only thing that really I don't like about it, but not about the fragrance, but the fact that this fragrance became so popular that a lot of people are you know, duping it and everything. And so now, if you don't mind smelling like a lot of other people, then go ahead. I don't care. I personally don't care. I like the fragrance and I'll wear it, and that just means that everybody wants to smell awesome. I love it. And last but not least, it's one of my favorite fragrances, and one that you should be careful with the trigger with, is by Xerjoff, and is La Capitale. La Capitale is such a amazing fragrance. That's why I left it for last, because I wanted to tell you guys about this fragrance. It is absolutely delicious. It is fruity, it is sweet, and it's oudy. In the back you have this gorgeous mini cloud of oud that I love the way that they did this, because despite the fact that the oud is very much present in there, it is not taking over the entire show. To my nose, I can still smell the vanilla in it, the beautiful fruits that it's got in it. This is a tropical one. If you're gonna wear it outside, if you're gonna wear it when it's hot, do one spray in the air and walk through, and you'll have more than enough. Because I made the mistake to nuke myself with 8 sprays of this thing, and I regret it to this day. I almost threw up. I felt so sick to my stomach. It gave me a headache, and I was very lightheaded. So be careful with this fragrance, because it is potent, and it's very good too, but my goodness, it is potent. And I know this fragrance is from that Shooting Stars collection from Xerjoff. And I did not get my, I'm supposed to be getting meteorite pieces with this one, because I have another one from Xerjoff from the same collection. And I got my my pieces of meteorite in it. And I guess if the meteor is not there, it's not there. I got what I got, and I'm super happy. And those are my fragrances, you guys. If you have any of these fragrances, please let me know. And if you have a specific fragrance that you guys use for your date, or a set of specific fragrances that you guys like, or something that you guys would like to call my attention on, please leave it on the comments. I would like to know which fragrances you wear on a date. And I want to make another video about other fragrances that I have that I also wear, but they're in a dates. And I really love vanilla. That's my one thing. I really love vanilla. On everything, vanilla has to be present for me. And if it's not, there has to be another note that resembles that, you know, that kind of makes it, you know, gives it the same vibe of vanilla. And that's gonna be my video for today, you guys. If you like my vibe, subscribe, and I'll be back with another video soon.